Hello friends, my name is Vikas. So friends, in this video we will be discussing some of the important current affairs of the second week of October. This video will be very helpful to you, so do watch the video till the end. Hit the like button and share the link of this video with your friends. So friends, we'll start with the session, but before that we have something important to tell you about. So students, we have an app by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download using the Play Store, and it is available only for the Android users as of now. Once you have downloaded and opened the app, you will see a page such as the second screen here. Then you just need to log in with your Google ID, or you can say with your Gmail ID on this application, and once you have logged in, you are ready to use the particular application. As you can see, you will be seeing here my course, all courses, crack current affairs. Just click on any of those and you will be directed to a second page. Here now, what are the features or why we recommend you to use the app? Because on the app we provide you daily current affairs both in English as well as in Hindi. Both Hindi and English current affairs are provided you daily along with the quiz sessions. This is important. We provide you daily with the quiz sessions that will help you to brush up your current affairs that you gained today through our video or any other notes provided. These English and Hindi PDFs are also provided to you daily. This is provided on our app course that you can go and purchase. Two types of courses are there, 1 year plan and a second year plan, which you can opt as per your need. Then we provide you with weekly videos, not just weekly videos on YouTube and monthly videos, daily videos are also given. Apart from that, weekly PDFs of current affairs are provided to you. Compiled PDF of current affairs of the whole week will be provided to you both in English as well as in Hindi. Then similarly for the month also you will be provided a compiled video of the whole month both in English as well as in Hindi PDF for the current affairs that will brush up your current affairs very much. Apart from this, we provide you with the topic wise current affairs, topics such as apps and web portals, important days, books and authors. Then comes your sports, then comes your obituary, national affairs, international affairs, sports. These all topics are covered by us on our YouTube channel, which you can go and check it out also. Very important, very important this section, because we provide you with the PDFs also with them that helps you to revise through a particular order, and it is very helpful to you, so you should definitely check it out. Then apart from it, we provide you questions regarding your particular exams also, such as bank, related to your banking. We provide you questions, we provide you PDF, we provide you material that will help you to revise those topics, those important topics. So very important. All right, so I definitely recommend you to check our app and do revise and to purchase the courses, because they will be very helpful to you. These, I strongly recommend you to use our app as well as website, and the quiz provided on the app is very helpful to you on the daily basis, and our monthly study material for your exams will do wonders. So do watch the video for the revision purposes, they are very helpful. And if you use my code Vikas10, straight away you will be getting an additional 10% discount on the purchase you made using the application. So additional discount for you students just from my side. It is a happy hour sale, you can say, 10% discount using Vikas10. So friends, let's start with the session now. Let's start with the video. First, we'll be discussing some one-liners of the second week of October. Let's start with national news. Batukama festival has begun in which state in Telangana? India's newest tiger reserve is in Chhattisgarh. What is the name? Mention below, it's your homework. Then, Mission Kavach Kundal was launched by Maharashtra government. Mark this. Railway launched two long haul freight trains, Trishul and Garuda. GI tag, that is your geographical indication tag, for Karupur Kalamkari painting and Kalakurichi wood carvings. I repeat, GI tag for two things. One is your Karupur Kalamkari painting and second is your Kalakurichi wood carvings. Then Government of India launched My Port app for digital monitoring of port operations. Delhi government launched Desh Ke Mentor program. And who is the brand ambassador of Desh Ke Mentor program? He is Sonu Sood. Next, Gati Shakti. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched 100 lakh crore national master plan for multi-modal connectivity, and it is your Gati Shakti. Mark this also. Healthy Smile mobile application was recently launched by which organization? It was launched by AIMS, that is your hospital. Healthy Smile. Next is your some international news. India Kyrgyzstan Republic agrees on 200 million US dollar line of credit to support development projects. Next, Alexander Shellberg appointed Austria's new chancellor. International Energy Agency, that is IEA, has invited India to become full-time member of it, and this is one of the important news. All right, India will becoming the full-time member of IEA. Next, world's first self-driving train has been launched by Germany. We are talking about here world's first self-driving train, not car, not plane, but a train, and it was launched by Germany. Next, Prime Minister Narendra Modi participated in G20 Extraordinary Summit on Afghanistan hosted by Italy. India at third position in RE Investment Attractiveness Index, that was topped by United States of America. Then if we are talking about global hunger index, the rank of India was 101 out of 116 countries. That is global hunger index. Next, India has been re-elected to the UNHRC, that is United Nations Human Rights Council, for the period of 2022 to 2024. Next, Reliance Industries has topped in the Forbes World Best Employer 2021 ranking. Another important data market. Now, let's move to some defense related questions. First, India and UK, that is United Kingdom, began their 6th edition of military exercise Ajay Warrior in Uttarakhand. Very important market. Next, Indian Navy is to participate in the second phase of Maritime Malabar from October 12 to October 15. Then, Yudh Abhyas is an exercise between India and United States of America. Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently dedicated 7 new defense PSUs to the nations. If we talk about science, PM Narendra Modi has launched Indian Space Association. Can be asked, who launched Indian Space Association? It was launched by Prime Minister of India, that is Narendra Modi ji. Next, related to sports, Turkish Grand Prix was won by Bottas. Divya Deshmukh became the first Indian, or Divya Deshmukh became the India's 21st WGM. What is WGM? Women Grand Master. Alright, so if it is asked, who was the recent Women Grand Master, or who was the India's 21st Women Grand Master? She was Divya Deshmukh. Then, who won the IPL 2021 for 4th title? It was the 4th title of the team. It is your Chennai Super King. Where are the IPLs going on at the current moment? They are hosting in, or they are being hosted in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Then, Indian football team won SAFF Championship 2021 against Nepal. So these were some related to your sports. Now come to the important days of the second week of October. On 9th of October, we observe World Postal Day with the theme Innovate to Recover. On 9th of October, or you can say on the second Saturday of October, we observe World Migratory Bird Day with the theme Sing, Fly, Soar Like a Bird. This question was asked in recent exam, that on 9th of October, which day is celebrated, or the recent question that was asked was World Migratory Bird Day is asked, or on which day it is observed. So it was observed on the second Saturday of October. Last year, what was the date? So that would have been the answer. With the theme this year is Sing, Fly, Soar Like a Bird on 9th of October. On 10th of October, we observe World Mental Health Day with the theme Mental Health in an Unequal World. On 11th of October, we observe International Day of the Girl Child with the theme Digital Generation, Our Generation. One of the important days. International Day of Girl Child, theme Digital Generation, Our Generation. Then on 9th of October, we also observe Indian Foreign Service Day, that is your IFS Day. 10th of October, we observe World Day Against Death Penalty with the theme Women Sentenced to Death, an Invisible Reality. Then on 12th of October, World Arthritis Day with the theme Don't Delay, Connect Today, Time to Work. On 13th of October, International Day for Disaster Reduction, theme being International Cooperation for Developing Countries to Reduce Their Disaster Risk and Disaster Losses. Another important one, market. Then on 14th of October, we observe World Standards Day with the theme Standard for Sustainable Development Goals, a shared vision for a better future. 14th of October is also important because International E-Waste Day is observed on this 14th of October with the theme Consumer is the Key to Circular Economy. 15th of October, we observe World Students Day with the theme Learning for People, Planet, Prosperity and Peace. Then on 15th of October, we also observe Global Hand Washing Day with the theme Our Future is at Hand. Let's move together. Let's move forward together. Why this is important? Because we saw during coronavirus and when the pandemic hit, we were asked to wash our hands daily properly so that no virus can affect at that moment. Then moving on to the 16th of October, we observe World Food Day with the theme Safe Food Now for a Healthy Tomorrow. Then on 15th of October, we also observe International Day of Rural Women with the theme Rural Women Cultivating Good for All. And on 17th of October, we observe International Day for the Eradication of Poverty. Alright friends, so these were some of the important one-liners for the second week. Now let's start with our important questions, MCQ questions for the same second week of October. These will be very helpful and important to you. So pay attention. Do take the notes of the important. Make the notes one-liner format. No need to copy each and everything. Alright, one-liner format notes will be very helpful to you and will be very handy. Alright, so let's start. In October 2021, which state declared the combined areas of the Dash along with the Guru Ghasidas National Park as its fourth tiger reserve? So remember, Chhattisgarh declared the combined areas of Tamor Pingla Wildlife Sanctuary along with Guru Ghasidas National Park as its fourth tiger reserve. So the correct option is option 4th. Next, which is the first country of BRICS group to join High Ambition Coalition for Nature and People? What is the name of the country? It is very important. It is our beloved India. India is the, or you can say the first country of the BRICS group. India is the first country of the BRICS groups to join HAC, High Ambition Coalition for Nature and People. Next, name the defense exercise that was recently held between India and United Kingdom to strengthen bilateral defense operation. We just saw between India and United Kingdom. What is the name of the exercise? It is Ajay Warrior. 2021 is the year in which this took place. Then Zapad. What is Zapad? Zapad, or you can tell me which country hosted Zapad? It was hosted by Russia, in which Indian forces also took part. Moving on. Which country recently signed an MOU with India's Ministry of Textiles to boost sustainable cotton production? I repeat, you have to name the country that signed an Memorandum of Understanding or MOU with the Indian Ministries of Textiles to boost sustainable cotton production. What is the name of the country? It is Germany. Next, one more thing. If I ask you, which is the world's largest cotton producer? India is the world's largest cotton producer. Alright, first question. Then, if I ask you which country is the largest consumer of cotton, you tell me. This I told you, producer, first number. And India is only the second largest consumer. Now your work is to tell me which is the world's largest consumer of cotton. Second is India, and India is the largest producer. So which is the first largest consumer of cotton in the world? Name it. Comment below. I will be waiting. This is your homework. Next. Who won 2021's Nobel Peace Prize for efforts to protect freedom of expression and precondition of democracy and lasting peace? Name the person who won the Nobel Peace Prize. Can be directly asked in this way also. There are two persons. What are the name of them? They are, come on, tell me, Maria Ressa and Dmitry Murtrov. We did this question. Alright, so the correct option here becomes option 4. They got the Nobel Peace Prize for their efforts to protect freedom of expression. Next, name the organization that recently launched a global fintech hackathon series called Sprint O1 Bank Tech for banking sector. I repeat the name. Name the organization that has launched a global fintech hackathon series, and the name was Sprint O1 Bank Tech for banking sector. What is the name of the organization? It is IFSCA, that is your International Financial Service Centers Authority. Next, what amount was given by Tata Sons Private Limited to acquire 100% stake of Air India? As we know, earlier Air India was owned by Tata Sons, owned by Tata company only, but then due to some various factors and various other conditions, it was transferred to the government. But now recently Tata Sons has again taken over, or you can say bidded against the Air India and has won. So now the Air India company that used to fly, that used to, you can say, for the airplanes and booking, that is for the one of the important sector of traveling and tourism of India, that will be owned by Air India, will now be owned by Tata Sons. This is one of the another important questions that can be asked directly. Here it is asked the amount that was bid by Tata Sons to acquire the 100% stake. What was the bid they did? Alright, it was 18,000 crore rupees. Next, in October, 3 products from Dash were awarded with GI tag, which includes Dash, Kalakurichi wood carving and Kanyakumari cloth. See, we did this earlier. What is the name of the third one, it is asked? What is it? It is Karapuru Kalamkari paintings, and this is located in Tamil Nadu, or these are belongs to Tamil Nadu. Karapuru Kalamkari paintings belongs to Tamil Nadu, and they were given the GI tag, along which Kalakuruchi wood carvings and Kanyakumari clove were also given the GI tag, that is your geographical indication tag. Next, which of the following is not correct with respect to the key initiative taken by RBI? Here are the 5 options. Quickly read the options and I'll be giving the answer. Quickly, only 10 seconds more. Which of the following is wrong? It is asked here. So here option 4th is wrong. Our correct answer becomes option 4. RBI announced the 4th sandbox cohort with the theme MSME lending. This option is wrong here. Can anyone tell me here why this option is wrong? Why this option is wrong? Can anyone tell me here? Because of the theme. MSME lending is not the theme of it. What was the theme? Can anyone tell me that too? Theme was prevention and mitigation of financial frauds. I repeat, RBI announced the 4th sandbox cohort with the theme of prevention and mitigation of financial frauds. So correct option here becomes option 4th. Next, name the country that built Indian Naval Fast Attack Craft T-80 that was recently decommissioned by Indian Navy at Mumbai, Maharashtra. Name of the country is asked. So remember, Israel was the country that built Indian Naval Fast Attack Craft T-80 that was recently decommissioned by Indian Navy at Mumbai, Maharashtra. Who authored the book titled The Custodian of Trust? It was authored by Rajneesh Kumar. Next, in October, new terminal building of Jolly Grant Airport was inaugurated. New terminal building of Dehradun's Jolly Grant Airport inaugurated by Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia. Where is the Jolly Grant Airport located? Don't get confused here. Just tell me where is Jolly Grant Airport. Ignore this. Ignore this part. Alright. Where is the Jolly Grant Airport located? This Jolly Grant Airport is located in Dehradun, Uttarakhand. Option 2 is correct. Next, In September, Olympic bronze medalist Rupender Pal Singh announced his retirement. In which sport did Rupender Pal Singh represent India? So remember, another important question, mark it. Rupender Pal Singh has, or question can be asked, recently which, first of all tell me Rupender Pal Singh is related to hockey. The way this question can be asked is that recently an Olympic bronze medalist hockey player retired. What is the name of the person? He is Rupender Pal Singh, or the question in which this is in this format it is asked that Rupender Pal Singh is related to which sport? He is related to hockey. Next, name the organization that was recently launched by PM Narendra Modi to boost space technology to act as an independent agency on space matters. It was Indian Space Association. We just saw that Prime Minister has launched an association that was Indian Space Association. All right. Then Indian Space Association will participate and work with ISRO and other stakeholders of both the government and its agencies. Next, which country recently signed two agreements worth $3.15 billion with India to boost cross border train services? It is Nepal. Another important question. Next, India invited 46 Indian Ocean region countries to participate in a naval exercise that is planned to be held at Vishakhapatnam in February 2022. What is the name of the exercise? The name of the exercise is X Milan. X Milan is the name of the exercise in which India invited 46 Indian Ocean region countries to participate in naval exercise that is planned to be held at Vishakhapatnam, and the name of the exercise is X Milan. Next, as per the 2021's Henley Passport Index, India was ranked dash. So first of all, according to the Henley Passport Index of the 2021, the rank of India was 90 and was 90 in quarter 4 of 2021, while dash was along with Singapore topped the ranking. So remember, first rank was shared by Japan and Singapore. The rank of India is 90 in Henley Passport Index. All right, moving on. One more thing, earlier the rank of India was 84th and now it has been shifted to 90. That means the power or the strength of the passport of India has reduced. Next, which organization recently recognized access to a clean and healthy environment as a fundamental right? I repeat, name the organization that recognized access to a clean and healthy environment as a fundamental right. What is the name of the organization? That is United Nations HRC, that is United Nations Human Rights Council. Option 2 is correct. Then next, in October 2021, Nobel Prize in Economics was given to Dash for his contribution to labor economics, and Joshua D. Angrist and Guido W. Ibanez for their contribution towards Dash. So 2 to 3 important information from this question. First, Nobel Prize in Economics was given to whom? He was David Card for his contribution to labor economics. Let me write here. David Card, he got this for labor economics. All right, then Joshua D. Angrist and Guido W. Ibanez, they won their Nobel Prize for their contribution towards what field? Toward analysis of causal relationship. Towards analysis of causal, CAUSAL, causal relationships. All right. So the correct option here becomes option 2. Moving on. But remember, Nobel Prize for Economics, basically 3 names: David Card, Joshua D. Angrist, Guido W. Ibanez. All right. Moving on. International Day of the Girl Child is observed on dash, and the theme is Digital Generation, Our Generation. So tell me, when we observe the International Day of the Girl Child, it is observed on 11th of October. Next, in October 2021, a two-day meeting of 30 countries was held to save migratory birds and their habitats in the Central Asian Flyway. Who is the current Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change? Who is the current minister? Name the minister. He is Bhupendra Yadav. A very easy question, as difficulty mentioned here. Difficulty very easy. It should be very easy. Next, China has increased its military presence in Taiwan, which is regarded as a renegade province. Who is the current president of Taiwan? Simple and direct question. He is Tsai Ing-wen. Tsai Ing-wen is the current president of Taiwan. Next, the Quad countries are India, Australia, Japan and USA. Question itself is important information when you read it carefully. So Quad countries India, Australia, Japan and USA have started the second phase of the 25th edition of naval exercise dash in the region dash. Name the exercise started by Quad countries and the location in which this exercise will be conducted. So this is the 22nd phase of the 25th edition of the naval exercise that was named Malabar, and the location where this is going to take place is Bay of Bengal. So the correct option here becomes option 4th. Alright, this is Quad, but apart from this there was an AUKUS. What is AUKUS? AUKUS stands for Australia. It is a trilateral partnership between three countries, Australia, USA and UK. And Quad is between India, Australia, Japan and USA. Moving on. The report titled International Debt Statistics for the year 2022 was released by which organization? It was released by World Bank, which states that low-income countries' debt rose to 12% to $860 billion in 2020 due to COVID-19 pandemic. Alright, so important thing is the name of the report, International Debt Statistics, released by World Bank, and stated that the debt of the low income countries rose by 12%. That is roughly around $860 billion. So the correct option here becomes option 3. Who is the president of World Bank? David Malpass, and headquarters is in Washington DC. Where is the headquarters of International Monetary Fund IMF? It is also in Washington DC. Next, which became the first Indian NBFC to launch instant business loan on WhatsApp? It was started by India Infoline Finance Limited. Important market. Next, who was recently appointed as the chairman to the board of BharatPe? I repeat, who was recently appointed as the chairman to the board of BharatPe? He is Rajneesh Kumar. Important market. Next, which country recently unveiled the world's first automated driverless train? I told you recently a driverless train was recently launched by which country? It was launched by Germany. Important. Alright, what is the capital of Germany? Berlin. What is the currency here? It is Euro. Moving on. In October, Asiatic Lioness named Dash became the official mascot of the 7th edition of the Under-17 Women's World Cup, which will be hosted by India. Important information. Mark this. So what was the name of that lioness? She was Ibha. IBHA was the name of the lioness that became the official mascot of the 7th edition of the Under-17 Women's World Cup that will be hosted by India in the year 2022. Alright, and so the correct option here becomes option 3, IBHA and India. And which sport we are talking about here? Because sport is not mentioned, so we are talking about here about football. Alright, so Under-17 Women World Cup of Football will be hosted by India in the year 2022. Next, when was 2021's Banking Day observed by the Department of Posts? This day was observed on 11th of October. Next, The Naval Aviation Museum in Goa celebrated its 23rd anniversary. The museum was founded in which year? It was founded in 1998. Which organization recently signed an MOU with Tamil Nadu Industrial Development Corporation for the development of multi-modal logistic park? I repeat, what is the name of the organization that signed an MOU with the Tamil Nadu Industrial Development Corporation for the development of multi-modal logistics park? What is the name of the organization? It is NHAI, that is National Highway Authority of India. This is also known as NHAI. All right. Moving on. Name the ministry that recently announced the Good Samaritan schemes to award and appreciate citizens who save the lives of road accident citizens. So, what is the ministry that started this? It is the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, because most of the accidents that took place on the road, so definitely it should be related to your road transport and highway. You can understand it that this way. Also, under this scheme or under that this initiative, the ministry stated that the person who will be helping the needed person, like if a person got injured in an accident and he is being helped by any other fellow passenger or any other individual who was just passing the road, then that person will be awarded and appreciated by the government, even in the terms of money also. Next, which small finance bank got license from RBI to become the India's 12th small finance bank? It is your Unity Small Finance Bank. Important market, 12th Small Finance Bank of India. And who gives the permission to these banks to become the small finance banks? They are your, that is your RBI provides the such information or gives such licenses to the banks. Moving on, the Department of Posts launched a digital version of the postal life insurance policy that was named Dash, that can be accessed through DigiLocker app. I repeat, Department of Post launched a digital version of the postal life insurance policy that was named EPLI bond. I repeat, it was named EPLI bond that can be accessed through the digital locker. Question can be asked, recently a life insurance policy could be accessed through the digital locker app. What is the name of the policy? It is EPLI bond. Next, name the personality who was recently honored with the 2021 CK Prahlad Award for Global Business Sustainability Leadership. He is Satya Nadella. Another important market. Name of the award is 2021 CK Prahlad Award for Global Business Sustainability Leadership, and the person who was awarded with this award is Satya Nadella, who is the CEO of Microsoft. All right, Satya Nadella is the CEO of Microsoft. Moving on, where is the headquarter of Microsoft? If I ask you, headquarter of Microsoft is in Washington DC. Next, who has authored the book titled The Christmas Pig? Important book. This book, Christmas Pig, has been authored by J.K. Rowling. Very important author. Next, what is the India's rank in the 58th edition of the Renewable Energy Country Attractiveness Index 2021 that was released by ENY, or you can say Ernst and Young Global Limited? So the rank of India in this index was third. Very important. All right. In the what is the rank of India's in the 58th edition of the Renewable Energy Country Attractiveness Index? So the India's rank in this index was third, that was released by ENY, that is Ernst and Young Global Limited. Identify the organization that launched the unique payment mode ClickPay in partnership with NPCI Bharat Bill Pay Limited. What is the name of the organization? Or you can say PhonePe was the name of the organization that launched the unique payment mode ClickPay in partnership with NPCI Bharat Bill Pay Limited. So the correct option is option 1. What is the per day cash withdrawal limited in micro ATMs? It is rupees 50,000. Just an important question. Next, Which country recently signed an MOU with India for supplying diammonium phosphate fertilizers? I repeat, what is the name of the country that signed an MOU with India to provide or to supply India with diammonium phosphate fertilizers? It is your Russia. Russia will be providing India with diammonium phosphate fertilizers. Moving on. As per the report by Dash, I repeat, as per the report by Dash, that was titled Dash, as per the report by Dash organization, the name of the report being Fiscal Monitor Strengthening the Credibility of Public Finances. India's debt in 2021 was projected to rise to dash percent. So, the report was released by IMF, that is International Monetary Fund, whose headquarters is in Washington DC. The report they released was Fiscal Monitor Strengthening the Credibility of Public Finances, stated that India's debt in 2021 was projected to rise to how much percent? To 90.6%. So correct option here becomes option 4th. Moving on. India was re-elected to the United Nations Human Rights Council for the term of 22 to 24 in the 76th United Nations General Assembly. How many member countries are there in UNHRC from the group of Asia Pacific states? So there are a total of 13 members. Alright. Next. Name the organization that recently increased its ambition to deliver climate financing to its developing member countries to 100 billion US dollar by 2030. I repeat, what is the name of the organization here? It is Asian Development Bank. But before that, moving on to the next question, I would like you to tell some other countries. Like here it is asked, how many members of UNHRC from the Asia Pacific state? Alright, from Asia Pacific state it is 13. If I ask you about from African states, there are 13. Asia Pacific 13. Group of Eastern European states. Eastern European states. How many countries members? 6. Then Latin American and Caribbean states. Latin American and Caribbean states 8 members. Western European and other states. Western European and other states, how many members? 7 members. So this is also important. Do take a note of it. Moving on. Name the personality who was honored with WHO Director General's Award posthumously. This means after death. Alright. What is the name of the personality that was honored with WHO Director General's Award posthumously? The name of the personality is what? The name of the personality is Henrietta Lacks. Henrietta Lacks was honored with the WHO Director General's Award posthumously. Important. And this was, if asked, who honored her, who gave this award, it was given by Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus, who is the Director General of WHO. Next. Who was recently elected as the chairman of the Indian Banks Association, that is IBA? I repeat, who has been appointed as the chairman of the Indian Bank Association? He is Atul Kumar Goyal. 5th option is correct. Alright, if I talk to you about IBA, Chief Executive is Sunil Mishra and the headquarter of this IBA is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. So friends, this was our video. I hope you enjoyed our video. If you liked our video, do hit the like button, share the link with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel or if you are new to our channel, then do subscribe because it motivates us to bring a better content for you guys. Also, if you have any trouble regarding login or payment or any other issues, then you can reach to us on our mail, that is support@affairscloud.com, or you can call us on the number 9677333862 and we'll resolve your issue as soon as possible. Also, you should go and check our courses that are available at a very reasonable price and that will help you to boost your preparation.